Welcome to MaxsGarajMahal. Today we're going to take this old welding helmet. It's probably 30 years old. It is auto-darkening and it's from the 20th century. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to upgrade it to this particular auto-darkening lens setup that has two AA batteries that is easy to change. Just pop this off, put two batteries in it, pop this back on, and you don't even have to take it out of the helmet to do that, which is pretty neat. So that's the reason why I chose to go this route. I'm losing some visibility here through this screen. I'll show you real quickly. I'm going to pop this one out because I have to do that anyway. And I will compare the two side by side for you. Now, I just got through putting this one back together and I had to chisel it apart. Therefore, it is working now, so I didn't have to replace it. And this works perfectly when it's working, but it hadn't been used for 10 years or so, probably a little longer than that, because I was off working with Homeland Security, as most of you know. So, with that said, the battery, it's a 2034 or 3034 battery. No, 2034, and I never had one that size before. But I put a 2016 in it, which they're both 3 volts, so it's working just fine. And if you use it pretty regular, it'll keep that battery charged anyway, so no big deal. But I'm going to show you the difference in viewing area between the two. Can you see how much difference there is in the viewing area? That's quite a lot, actually. So I'm going to hate to lose that, and if I don't like this, I can take this out, because all I've got to do is loosen these two retainer bolts, thumb wheels right here, and that sits right on here like this. So you just take these two thumb wheels loose right there and it lifts straight up. So what I'm going to do is, in order to install this, this has a remote, if you want to call it remote, because it does have a wire on it. This has a remote knob to turn for your darkening. And we've got to drill a hole through the side of the helmet in order to install it. We actually have to drill 2 holes. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this bezel right here, and I'll bring it around and show it to you. We're going to take this bezel and we're going to use it as a template in order to get the center hole and the smaller hole here. And we don't really know where we want to put this knob, but we're going to put it down here somewhere. And what we're going to do is we're going to take, in this little recessed area here, we're going to put that knob somewhere right back in here. We want to make sure it doesn't hit your face anywhere, and we don't want to limit getting those knobs out in order, if we want to change these things, because we might want to go back and forth between these two things here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some painter's tape in the 2-inch. We're going to put that stuff right on here, about like this right here. And we're going to take the old trusty pocket knife, and better than that, I like a good straight edge. So we're going to take the old trusty ugly orange. Hope you guys don't like orange, because I sure hate to insult y'all like that. But we're going to take the old ugly orange scissors. And what them serrated, those are used in EMT work a lot, or used to be. They may not be anymore. I'm sure they have something much newer and nicer than that today. And now what we're going to do, this is not going to be a whole lot of rocket science involved. So all we're going to do, I'll walk around here and show you, is we're going to take this and we're going to set this on here like this as a template. We'll draw the hole, and we'll probably have to put this up fairly high to stay out of the way of these retainer knobs. So we'll probably put it up there. Probably look better up there anyway. So I don't think you'll be able to see me marking this, but use your imagination, or I can lower the camera real quick. Let me install it real quickly from this side, and let's just see where it really needs to sit so that it does not cause a problemo. So bear with me un momento here, if you don't mind. So this is pretty simple stuff and anybody can do it. It doesn't require too much of an education, a little bit of common sense, and mark where you want to drill it. Okay. Now we don't over tighten that because this stuff is plastic going into other plastic. Actually it does have brass inside this that's sort of melted into place. So that's really what it's going to look like right here. So it's going to look factory, which is nice. And again, we've got to drill these 2 holes. So let's get on with the program. Now if we don't like where we put the holes, and we might not, we can change that. We don't want to do that, but we can. So let me walk over here and I'll try to hold this up and mark it at the same time. I don't know that that's really possible, but you'll get the idea of what I'm doing here as soon as I figure out a way to do that. So we're going to take this thing, as I said, we're going to put that like that. And I don't know if I can get that up here in line or not. All right, we've got one, so I'm going to mark the other one over here where I can really control it. That's one. All right. Now, if nothing else, it'll be pretty. Okay, so let's pick out some drill bits here. Now we're not sure which one we're going to use yet. We're not sure if we're going to use this big old Ryobi P271 with the Bizway model P103 replacement battery for the Ryobi, or we'll be using this old Black & Decker. Gosh, who even knows what it's called anymore. But anyway, and you know we're always going to use the Bizway batteries. So, and even if we use our little impact here, we're going to use our Bizway batteries. So there's your little commercial for Bizway, and they don't pay me anything for this. I just like them. They've really been nice to me over the last year and a half, and I try to make sure that they get all the credit as possible because they are nice people. Actually, I'll tell you a real quick story. At the very first of the pandemic, these people are in China, and they contacted me, says, we understand y'all are having a terrible time getting face masks and gloves and such as that. And we saw where you donated your personal supply of gloves and face masks to one of the local healthcare places, and could we replace those for you? And I told them, I said, well, I really do appreciate that. However, you know, y'all still have this going on over there, and I really would hate to, you know, drain your supply off. And they wouldn't have it any other way. They said, okay, so we're still going to send you some face masks. And they weren't able to get them out of the country. So that didn't happen. However, they contacted me apologizing for that, which they didn't owe me an apology. But they contacted me and apologized for not being able to get those masks to me after they had offered them to me. And they says, look, we do have a supply of gloves in the country already, so, and we're donating those to your United States Health Department, which was nice of them to do. And but we still want to go ahead and replace the gloves that you've donated. So I said, please don't do that. You know, go ahead and make sure the healthcare workers have them. They sent me 2 boxes of gloves, which was really nice of them. And since then, I've donated those as well. And but I'm really happy with those people. Their products are great. So I always like to give them as much credit for everything as possible, because, as I said, they've been very generous with me and very nice. And they've helped a lot of people on these 50% discounts that even after their discount program was well over for, oh my God, probably up to a year it had been over, and they still help people because they'd seen my videos, and you've seen those videos, some of them probably, where it shows that we had a contest for 5, that's this many, 50% off discounts. And probably over a period of this little over a year, they've probably honored somewhere in the neighborhood of, now by the way, we have 1 hole so far, but they've probably honored somewhere in the neighborhood of 800-900 of those. I'm not sure they didn't get mad at me. Probably did, and I wouldn't blame them at all. But they've been so nice to my viewers and subscribers that have come along and said, please, I would really like to have one of those discount coupons for the Sears batteries that they made for you. And I said, well, I can only ask. I said, I can't guarantee that they're going to do that. And almost every one of them, until just the last couple of months, have been able to get their batteries at 50% off. And I want to tell you something. That's going way above and beyond, considering they were only offering 5 to begin with. Now there's the second hole. The switch is in. And as you can see here, so well, you might not be able to see it from that side, but I'll make sure you see it. So consequently, I'm very, very happy with those people. They've done such an excellent job. It's like the Mass Depot company. You know, most of you guys know how much I think of the Mass Depot company and how good they've been to my viewers and my subscribers, and they give you a discount using the MGM discount code. And these are not really commercials. This is just telling you that I appreciate you guys using Mass Depot and buying their Mass FX tires and their tools. And they sell all kinds of tools, particularly Milwaukee and DeWalt. And I do appreciate it, and I try to help them out because they've been good to me, and they did work with me on some tires, so I do appreciate them very much. So okay, now I want to set this so that it's sitting on grind right there, and then it comes around here to 12. So let's set it to there. I'm going to have to get a little bit, I'm going to get that hole just a little bit larger for the spindle part so it'll fit in there a little easier. So let me do that real quickly. That like this one right there. All right. Get it up here where you can see what I'm doing here. We'll just run that thing through there. And I'm not really going to increase the hole size. I'm just going to clean it up like that. Now, let's stick this back through there. Like this. And let's see if it'll go through there any further. But like that. Get this little puppy on here. Like that. Now I'm really probably going to have to stop and grab a tool, a little socket or a wrench, because what I got to do here is I need to tighten this nut up, and this way this will stay put. That fits over the hole in this bezel, fits over that stud, and then this nut will screw down here to tighten it up. And I'm not sure I can do it by my fingertips, but we're going to try it. Here it is, it's close. So then, this is going to sit on here like this, right here. Now it's not tightened, guys. I'll do that. But this is going to show you what we're doing here and how you're going to set it up. So we're going to go from here, that, and it'll turn around here to right here, and that'll give you, you can go from clear to dark, all dark. So guys, that's how you do it. It's that simple. And I'm going to pull this off so I don't drop it on the ground here, and then I'll go tighten this up, you know, because I'm going to use it today. Hopefully, we may even get some footage of that. But that's what she's going to look like inside right there, guys. And here's where the batteries are going to go. That sits in there like that. This was part of the helmet. This is just a retainer. So we're going to remove this warning decal before we start using it. This is going to adjust the darkness. This is going to adjust the delay. So when you buy one of these newer helmets, that's what you're going to get. And this has got all of that. So it's brought this helmet up into the current configuration. And we appreciate you guys. We hope you got something out of this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. We need them. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And share these videos. We'd like more people to see them. And again, we appreciate you all dropping by Max's Garage Mahal. Y'all come back and see us now, you hear? Good stuff. Good water. This little tiny word right here says grind. Don't think they'll even see that. I don't know if you could ever see that or not. It says grind. And that is for clear. It says 10, 11, 12, 13. So it tells you that you're going to go clockwise to darken it. So that's the whole entire deal right there. Installed, ready to use. And let's see if my head gets anywhere near that. No, sir, it don't. And I like it. Okay. That is not a bad deal. Okay. This thing costs $11.91. $11.91 plus tax. It was free shipping, just in case you're interested. And I got it on eBay. And I might even, if you're nice, put a link right down there. Again, y'all come back see me now, yeah? Max's Garage Mahal.